What will be the very last job that is taken over by robots? Service for a certain type of really rich person. There will always be those who want authentic human obedience. A robot can't feel humiliated. Politicians. Hillary Clinton ran for president a few years ago, so robots have already taken over politics. Professional sports. I don't care about watching robots playing football or hockey or whatever. That'd get boring fast, I think. This does not include those fighting robots. I'd like to see MIT become competitive in football. Any highly creative job, perhaps improv actors. Stage plays I think wouldn't feel right without humans. Musicians, philosophers. Vsauce 2 talks about this, how if robots take all the unimportant jobs or ones that have less creativity, then we as a people become more, in his words, human. Forcing to show what defines us from everything else, not what we associate ourselves with, is with objects. They are training AI to simulate creativity, create new images and text at the same level as humans. But those are based on inputting patterns that are identifiable from somewhere else. I know nothing's new under the sun, but it doesn't mean that an AI can make something that truly moves you. Any job that requires human-to-human interaction, like teachers or therapists. Oh, I thought you were gonna say making babies. Sex bot quality assurance tester. Fixing the robots. I disagree actually. Self-repair is actually pretty achievable since its entire design is well documented, as is the ability to diagnose issues. Most mechanical devices are effectively swap-able modules. Most repair these days is running diagnostic and replacing what faults. It's just a matter of it becoming cheaper to make a machine do this versus a human. It's still cheaper today to have a human come to your house and fix your washer than a machine. But with autonomous vehicles, the gap closes a little more. It's entirely possible, likely in the next 20 years, your refrigerator will be fixed by a robot that drove itself to your home. There's no technical reason it can't be done. Humans are just cheaper. Doctors are still much more in line with artists. We've hardly documented the body to that point. On a scale of difficulty that's about a 7-ish. Hard but not impossible. Kindergartner. The very first thing I learned in Germany as a kindergartner is that there is no recipe for raising a child. There is no right or wrong technically. A robot would be hard-pressed to calculate human thoughts, emotions, possibilities, etc. without frying. And this is not mentioning the need for emotional bonds for little kids. Honestly, if I was a kid, I'd be real fucking excited if my kindergartner was a robot. Writer forgot S8. Hard to program an AI to fuck up that badly. Organ donor. Mechanical organs are something we are working on. They made a decent movie based on the idea called Repo Man. There was a TED Talk a few years ago where the guy had a 3D printer running during his presentation. And by the end of it, the print was finished. What was being 3D printed during his presentation? A literal ducking human kidney. A working kidney? Probably not, since it was 9 years ago. Presenter was Anthony Atala if you wanna look it up. But last year, scientists in Israel made a major breakthrough when they were able to print a rabbit-sized heart with a network of blood vessels that were capable of contracting like natural blood vessels. The printed heart had the correct anatomical structure and function compared to real hearts. I stole 97% of the 2 previous sentences from Wikipedia. But the point is that we're definitely going to be growing organs before the school system is replaced by AI teachers in VR classrooms. Well, let's break down what they can do off the top of my head. Manufacture goods, build cars, fix other computers and build computers, assist in police investigations, assist in surgeries, assist as a smart home, drive cars, fly airplanes, help on the battlefield, etc. But what can't they do? Trades like plumbing, electrical, roofing, car repair, emergency services, fire, police, ambulance, things that need a lot of advanced thought. So for the last job, it would be a trade job in my opinion. Assessing a situation in an unknown environment and fixing it off of your own knowledge is one of the true sign of advanced thought. This was my initial thought when coming up with this question actually. I thought of plumbing, which lead me to the conclusion of vocational type jobs. I don't think that would be last, not first, but definitely not last either. Nobody does it quite like your mom, so she'll probably be good for a while. Bastard. We all make mistakes in the heat of passion, Jimbo. Roman Catholic priests granting absolution and consecrating hosts during Mass. There's already a prayer robot. The world's first profession will also be the last. Farming? Or the other one. Is farming ever referred to as the world's first profession? Yes, by actual historians. Don't even need good AI for Sexbot 9000. The job that makes the robots to replace humans. Assembly lines equals robots that build other robots. Neural networks equals robots that program themselves. Nursing, comedian, ha ha. Psychotherapist and psychologist. Humans need another human to understand their problems and insecurities. Just pumping them full of drugs won't help it. It's really made me think how many replies have been something you can automate if you can do it badly. This. And social workers. Social work is far too complex to have a cut and dry one-size-fits-all answer for everything. I agree with your sentiment. However, I think many people underestimate how flexible and accommodating robots and algorithms have become in the last few years. A robot could give the same attention, patience and care to a patient no matter how long it has been working. They could be augmented with a lot of medical knowledge and keep a perfect record of the patient's status and needs. Robots in healthcare have the potential to relieve a lot of stress from overworked, underpaid workers. They also have the possibility for dystopian nursing homes where people don't have any human connection. The dude that has to go into the pool at the water treatment plant to unclog the pipes. I'd say care workers. There are many parts of social work that robots are nowhere near of replacing or even augmenting. However, it may be possible that robots can help the elderly and disabled in many daily tasks. Having a robot that helps you put on your clothes, wash and dry you, or a host of other daily tasks could save a lot of energy of care workers, which could free them up for more meaningful interactions with their patients. However, there is also a lot of possibility for abuse with nursing homes basically becoming automated machines with few human interactions and no oversight. Leader of the organization that will spring up to stop robots from taking our jobs. That are Pope, landlord, politician, which is regrettable. I think we're better off with the AI overlord. Robot-to-robot porn, singers, actors, stuff like that. There's already Vocaloids for singers though, although I'm not sure about actors. A judge. A coin can replace a judge. Slow down there, Harvey Dent. People taking part in the Turing test will never be obsolete. Being human, like the Wall-E movie where everything is robot but a robot can't be human. A drug dealer, lol. Programmer. Managers. You can't possibly replace them, monsieur, unless you're the owner. Actually, you really can. Kurt Skazok made a video covering this topic, and there is already software that can manage projects cheaper and faster than current managing firms. AI is honestly only going to leave creative jobs to humans and will overtake everything else. Most creative jobs are a lot less creative than one might think. AI can already write pop songs, compose melodies, and generate generic artwork. It might be far away from doing something truly revolutionary. However, a lot of things we see as creative are also just recombination or transfer of known approaches. 99% of managers are entirely useless. I've seen it time and time again in different careers. Consumer. Strippers. I think it will be tasting ice cream, monsieur. It is a really fun job, I think, because the only thing you have to do is to put ice cream in your mouth and you will get paid. Robots can do this if they can taste, but I am not that sure that it is going to happen soon. Posting AskReddit posts to full-time job. The PPL that taste test foods. Fluffier. Porn actors, actresses. Disagree. There are already many virtual entertainers in all kinds of industries including porn. Actually, the porn industry is rather innovative when it comes to automating and distributing their product. Imagine every person could get the porn star that is perfectly adjusted to their desires. Many men will never leave their rooms again. Spell checking. Hair donators. Well, not really a job. Programming. Creating the robots. This can only be done after the programmer is sure that robots can fully take over all the other jobs. Actually, programmers are trying to build a robot that programs other robots. This is the goal of IA. Esports. If you mean taken over completely, then truck driver, heavy machine operator. There will always be jobs in those areas requiring human judgment, skill when using the equipment in ways that it probably wasn't designed for. Found the truck driver. Shutting down the robots. How will you do that? No off button. Professional wrestling. Revolutionaries. Quite the contrary, a good parent, because they will probably have a lot of self-doubt if they're aware. Painting. Creative. Image generation is actually one of the first things AI got really good at. Image generation is not the same as creative painting. Government positions. World leader. Roofing. It's such a complex job. True. However, even very complex jobs can and will be augmented by robots. I don't think we are anywhere close to that yet though. Not even in my lifetime close. I hope you are correct. Politics. Dispose of the humans. Have a look at Paperclip Maximizer. I am pretty sure robots never going replace humans at building scaffolds or anything with construction. Unless they are going be like from Terminator 2. Maybe we can create building in such a way that we don't need scaffolding. This is a bit like saying, computers will never replace the pen and paper because there is no space to hold the ink. If you don't have humans, you might not need scaffolding in the same way it is used now. For news buildings, yes. But what about old buildings? I myself build doing scaffolds, and believe me, sometimes even for us humans at some place are fucking hard get in and build scaffolds. Others can chant something or replace old pipes, wires and etc. Old huge factories are pain in the ass. Nobody's soon going close and demolish them. Monsieur plus about robots can be. They don't need worry about their lives like humans. Engineers, idea generators, that sort of thing. Recruitment for jobs that could be performed by robots. Being a human, not a job. Inventing the robot that takes over the last job, which I guess would be their own job. Robot killers. This has already been disproven by several Terminator sequels. Making robots. Shrug. Owning the robot store. That man drives a hard bargain. Music. You aren't just playing an instrument. Kill all humans. Cheese it, cook or bartender. Sure, a lot of the fast casual and similar will get automated. But if it's cheaper to have a person than a fancy bartending robot, you can bet that dive bars will still have people. It would be a status symbol to go to a restaurant with a human kitchen staff. Sex worker. Priests. Breathing. Belly rental. Thank you so much for watching and have a good day.